since our last interview, King Yella did an interview with Say Cheese. And in this interview, they talked about King Von. And one of the things that he said was that he said King Von was the devil and that he was crazy. You know, what do you think when you hear that?
Man, I think, one, if Von was the devil, then that pretty much makes anybody on their side all devils. Anybody that ever came from my side would all have to be devils as well, because they all did the same thing. They rap, they do the same thing. They pretty much trying to, so like what would I would ask King Yella, why would you say Von in its own? Were you faking the whole big guy, tough guy drill thing? And if you was faking it, what would be the reason and if you faked it about that, and what else would you fake it? Because most times they was faking with the rap, and I get it, maybe to move up in the change, but like you could just see unauthentic. When I was doing what I was doing, gang banging, I was doing it lost, yes, but I did it authentically. So when I grew in knowledge and I understood, like, man, this is what the world wants us to do. They want us to battle with each other. Like, yeah, they 3/5, when they said that black people was 3/5 of a human, they never changed that. It was just still the same. They just had us target each other. They found out ways in which how to implement certain schemes and to, come on, we in the hood. And if we stay in the hood, we stay in poverty, then you have to know that niggas is already living like the battle of the fittest, you feel me? Living like they in the wilderness, because that's what it feel like. It ain't no hope. It ain't no hope in the schooling systems. Like, if any majority of us would have went to an actual school outside of the Chicago public school area, we would have all probably flunked, wouldn't have been able to keep par, just because, not only because of the algorithm that, the curriculum that they was teaching us, but because how we behave. Just the mind control started with experiments, putting black people in hoods and taking everything out and seeing how they will operate. And they saw that when you did that, we was more angry towards each other. What do they say about people who are frustrated and they hurt? They take out all those emotions on those closer to them. So when I don't got nothing, but you got a little bit, I'ma take it from you because I don't got much. If I'm up and you down, and the person that's down gonna wanna, you feel me, take from the one that's up, because it's just like, they put us in positions where they knew, because they, the people who really, understand what's going on, they got a higher understanding, and they are the ones who facilitate pretty much the agendas, not only the agendas, but what they, pretty much how they organize the world in which that black people live in, like the cities. They know everything that that could help, us better our circumstances and actually elevate in our minds, and not, pretty much looking at each other as bait and as food. And they know what they could have done, which they did do, was do the gentrification thing. Put them in there and take out all of the hope in which they can get into schools and things like that. And then you get environments like this, you feel me, pretty much where we don't know who we are. We battling each other. We hate each other. And again, it just goes back to we were never, and we never was, supposed to come here to be a regular citizen. We were supposed to be what we was, slaves, and to do what we did. And it was a curse that many people don't know much about the cursing, but that's, I'm trying not to go too deep, but it is deep. All that's what's going on right now is deeper than just the O Block topics, man. It's so deep that we need to learn, why is this being okay? Why is O Block even globally known? Why? How? Like, that's some of the questions we really need to be thinking about to ourselves. Like, man, there's no other race of people who could be doing what we are doing, talking about what we are talking about, getting the notoriety that it is getting, and it be okay. It's all death, but only because of who we are, and we don't know who we are we able to be in trick like this. It's crazy, but That's what I say about that.
Back to the King Von part. Do you think he would have took what King Yella said as a compliment?
If he was alive, I think, yeah, he would take that as a compliment because we play around with things like that we truly don't understand the language. We truly don't know what we saying when we saying it. You know, what dwelled into Von, I would say, was definitely demons for sure, because he, you know, when he turned on that switch, he turned it on, man, and it's evil regardless. It's all evil, but I would say that we all, you know, are pretty much one and the same when it comes to it, because everybody was doing the same thing. And I know I did kind of go on a whole whim. But yeah, I would say that it's all like they all pretty much did the same thing. So what separates FBG and they people and the rappers in they group versus Von? And I get it that he actually took lives, but some of they people took lives, or they attempted to take lives, whether they are locked up or not. But they were doing the same exact thing. So it's just kind of like he just saying something basically for views and for clicks, because that's what niggas do. They ungenuine, man. Yella is ungenuine. I feel like truthfully everything that he's doing is just for the money. That's just like how they become rappers because they looking for a way out, and they don't even know that the way that they are trying to get out, they still hurting people, because if you not giving people true substance to actually empower their mind, and the only thing that could power any man's mind in this evil world, which is ran by Satan, this is his kingdom, is Yahushua HaMashiach, which is Jesus Christ. That's the facts. So anything outside of that is vain, and that's all they do is just vain work. But again, since we don't know what the world is we live in, we don't know that we don't fight flesh and blood. We fight principalities, rulers, and wicked, and special in high places, evil in high places. Then we gonna forever keep fighting what we see is each other. And we gonna forever keep being devoured into that fight as well. But you know, people don't want the knowledge, they don't seek it, they want the world, so that's what they talk about. And that's what they understand, that's what they know.
What's up? This is Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Capone News.